Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's a chilly day today here. Hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to day 22. Hope you're weathering the storm, and I'm here to offer some more guidance into ways that we can be more conscious and more aware and healthier, which is, I think, on most of our minds right now. And today I'm going to talk about mantras. And I just wanted to read the definition of mantras that I got from Wikipedia. A mantra is a sacred utterance, a numinous sound, a syllable, word, or phonemes, or group of words in Sanskrit, believed by practitioners to have psychological and or spiritual powers. Some mantras have a sonatic structure and literal meaning, while others do not. The earliest mantras were composed in Vedic Sanskrit in India and are at least 3,000 years old. Mantras now exist in various schools of Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. And I feel like they're such a large part of, have been such a large part of my healing journey and awareness, and something that brings such pleasure and happiness to, like, I can feel it in every fiber of my being. And I have been one to love music my whole life, and hearing mantras sung or chanted brings a whole new level into my being as far as music goes. So a couple of my favorites mantras are the Gayatri mantra, and all of the mantras that I'm talking about have been infused with, and the meanings of them, which you can look up online, are about bringing world peace, about bringing harmony and love on deep levels of our being. I've got a couple red-tailed hawks back in the trees up here, and they've made a nest. There's a pair of them there, and man, they are just squawking all day long. 7 o'clock comes, 6:45 in the morning, and they are all day long, squawk, squawk, squawk. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, back to mantras. Enjoying the nature too. And as a side note, right now, it's really important for us to, I think the things I just watched a program from one of the guys from the CDC, and how important it is for us to eat healthy, make sure that we're getting outside, reducing our smoking and alcohol consumption. And, there's so much unknown about this virus still, excuse me. So we would just want to take precautionary measures. I'm not into the fear-mongering or the over-exaggeration of stuff, but I do feel like it is important for us to take precautionary measures to keep ourselves and those that we love healthy as we can during this phase of kind of unknowing. And too, from an astrological basis, I was listening to something earlier today too about really so much of what was predicted for 2020, not predicted, but I guess seen with the planetary alignments that we have in Capricorn right now, definitely were giving us ideas about how things are structures, and the systems that we have in place were definitely going to be changed this year. Uranus and Taurus brings us that too, so there's a lot of stuff that we have as far as different levels of knowledge and different knowledge bases and different schools of thought that give us some insight to what's happening right now. And we don't know. We really, honestly, as people, we don't know. So I think bringing practices in, yoga, moving your body, eating healthy, reducing your alcohol consumption, smoking less if you can. I know that, we have addictions as humans, and if we can kind of temper those, all of those things are going to help. Sleep is really important. Deep breathing is really important. All these things that we can do to boost our immune systems. There's a lot of herbs. I'm not one for taking pharmaceuticals unless necessary, and I do take pharmaceuticals when I haven't been able to find or have things that have helped me with I have endometriosis, so something that I do, on occasion take pharmaceuticals for. So mantras is another thing that I use that touches me very, very deeply and feels very, very healing. And like on an energetic level, on a cellular level, very, very deep levels. And these are things that have been around for thousands of years and have imbued in them a lot of energy. And the more of us that know about them, the more we're able to spread those good vibes and that good energy. So I think being a source of light right now is really important. And for those of us who have done a lot of shadow work and have done work on ourselves, it's our duty to help those of us who have not done work or maybe need different avenues of stuff to reduce stress right now. And I wanted to say too that when people come to shamans with depression or anxiety, one of the first questions that the shamans will ask is, when did you stop singing? When did you stop dancing? When did you stop being enchanted by stories? So all of those things we can bring into ourselves. I had mentioned on one of my videos how young our kids get fun taken out. So while we're being recommended to stay home more and to stay out of crowds more until we can get a better handle on the coronavirus, let's look into some of these things. Let's dance more. Let's sing more. Let's listen to stories, tell stories, huddle in with each other, and be closer with each other. Mantras is another beautiful way that when I personally hear them myself, I can't help but start moving my body and wanting to dance and sing. So a couple of my favorites, and I'll give you a couple of my favorite artists too. The Gayatri Mantra is I don't even know that words can express how deeply the Gayatri Mantra touches me. There's also a Mula Mantra and Om Mani Padme Hum is another mantra that is sung by Deva Premal and Mitten. Deva is Devaaa, I believe, and Premal is Premal, and her husband is Mitten, Mitten. And is it Deva Haley, I believe. I'll have to see if I can look up real quick on my phone. And she's just an artist that's here local in Northern California, which she actually does, I think, more goddess stuff than actual mantras. So I guess maybe I'll retract that. But Deva Premal and Mitten, they're on iTunes and I'm sure Spotify and whatever other music media, that you get media from would have stuff. But listen to them and see if they resonate with you. Just trying to bring in more things that can expand our consciousness. And music is one of those things. And then when you have the intention of world healing and peace and happiness and harmony and love imbued into mantras, they are going to raise the vibration. Meditation is another thing that I could have listed throughout this stuff too. So, yeah, mantras have been just an integral part of my healing and expansion of my consciousness. So I invite you to check into mantras and see if that's something that speaks to your soul too, and get up and dance and move and sing to them. Okay? I, again, have been grounding into Gaia, bringing light into my body. We're doing deep breaths and really doing yoga, spending time out in nature. Luckily, I can just come right out here onto my porch, to my deck, and have the creek right behind me, and the birds that are I'm able to touch base with that really easy. So allow yourself to bring in some of these things that maybe our busy lives haven't allowed you to bring in. And our thoughts can change our lives. Our thoughts can change the world. Our thoughts, these are proven scientific facts that we can change things by the way that we think. So do the best that you can right now to stay in a positive mindset. And when you catch yourself going into fear-based things, or when you start getting wrapped up into fear and you can feel it in your body, remember that we cannot make good decisions when we have gone away from our amygdala and we're in our lizard brain. And the things, the psychological or the physiological effects that stress has in our bodies, and that there has a rippling effect. So the more that we can acknowledge what our feelings are, I'm not saying to suppress or depress your feelings, because they're very important, and and realizing that feelings they flow. I just had a wasp land on my, he was up in the umbrella above me, and he just landed on I opened it and he just landed on the table. Anyways, the more that we can pull ourselves back into like, okay, this is what's happening for me, and this is what I want to see. This is how I want the world to be, my world to be, my body. I want my body to be healthy, running white light through our body, or different colors of, I've got some pretty good colors that I run through my body on a regular basis. Anything that we can do to raise our vibration and to help those around us, because as we do that, we also help those around us stay in a better state of mind too. So Godspeed to this planet with health right now, and for us to find a way that we can contain this coronavirus that is spreading quickly. Blessings. Namaste. So much love, health, happiness. Blessings.